It's fun, right? Yeah, I like it. And you haven't even learned like a lot of your abilities, so you can do a whole lot more with your character.
Oh wow. Even though I didn't even know that from the start, I can do it. I just chose to do that.
For class, Alright. So you guys finished? You can probably see that these have some clear these guys out.
Take them out.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, you did. Right, so you guys finished? Do you want to do anything?
hey, how about hello? James from we got to village. Wait, remember that guy said we could if we finish it, we can go back up and he let us stay. And give us a prize. And also, we have to fight some people too. Well, I think he already saw us, so see how good we are. So he might take us. So we can probably be with him and team up with him and go wherever he goes.
I mean, you know that they're there with you, right? Yes. He's just there kind of like watching you guys, listening, waiting to find out what you want to do.
So, we want to go back up and get our balls? I want to go up and get, like, bison.
We haven't finished the mission yet.
Oh, yes.
Right. We haven't finished the mission yet. We still have to go try and kill the Basil.
Ooh, I forgot about that.
Yeah. That was a long fight, wasn't it? A whole, 5 minutes.
Oh, no, 5 minutes?
It really was. In their time, it was 5 minutes. Every action was 3 seconds. For every turn.
Yeah, it's not like...
Yeah.
5 hours would be long.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we still gotta go kill Basil now, but which way should we go? Also, he kind of bends down and rummages the corpse that was next to him.
We can take away this part because there's a little trigger.
No, you supposedly can't see that. Actually, I think she can see. I think she is. No, she doesn't have dark vision. But she can see about
Oh, you can because
10, 20 feet. But it's only 60 feet. But I'll read that one.
Which way should we go, my team?
Hold on a second. And Theron bends down at one of the corpses and starts rummaging through it. Holds up 3 gold coins. He's like, I'll take these. Takes 3 coins. And you still don't have your daggers. You have to get your daggers from that corpse.
Okay, how does it my daggers?
Alright. You get your daggers back, okay. Did you check the body for anything else of importance? You guys want to loot the bodies?
I got a mega potion and I got a...
No.
You
don't choose these things.
You mostly only get... What did I get from the court?
I'll tell you, hold on.
Well, I'm gonna look at the guy that killed the Aspen.
You can just say you're looting all of the bodies. So you're looting all the bodies.
I looted 3.
Everybody gets... You get 12 gold. You get 10 and a health potion. And... Actually, let me...
So, $94 money and then 4 gold in this. What? Oh, yes. 87 gold now. When I started off at 25. 37.
Nice.
Oh,
Not doing too bad, huh? You have a whole health potion.
I think Kyoto would be able to build a castle. Because he has 90 something gold.
And one of the skeletons, Theron, actually Maeve picks it up and
nachos with the sauce.
The what?
I haven't tasted
The salsa?
yes.
Maeve holds up a quiver and says that it feels unique.
It feels unique. Do you what the said what you got from the guys that you search? You'll probably choose 2 million gold, 3,000 health potions.
She holds it, it's a quiver, and she hands that to, I'll fill it in later. It's called a Quiver of Alana, and I'll tell you about it later. It's a special item. She gives that to you because she knows that you primarily use your bow. And so you got 10 gold, you got 12, and there was another dagger on one of them. The rest of the swords were all like rusted and kind of raggedy.
I'll go get the dagger.
You get the dagger, so now you have a third dagger. Mark that down in your sheet. Besides that, nothing else. And then Theron's over here, and Maeve is over here, and Theron's like, I think we go this way. And Maeve's like, I think we should go this way. Looks like it might be this way.
I think we should split up, right?
You want to split up?
Yeah. How do you go with this?
You can do this one?
Yes, it's fine.
Alright.
The sheep
Alright, so you guys are walking there. There. Actually, no, that's not good. Alright, I want you to roll perception.
Perception. So it's going to be 20.
Yep, d20, and then add your perception modifier. Ooh, apparently Maeve doesn't notice anything.
6.
Maeve is actually kind of just daydreaming, just like on your own. Like, oh, you know, what's happening? And you rolled a 6 plus, what's your perception modifier?
Do I do the same thing again?
Not yet. And you have 60 feet. You can pretty much see right about something.
Ooh, we got a 20 instead. So I can see everything.
No, that's not quite how that works. Alright, and so wait, you did how much? You said 6 plus what was your modifier?
2.
So about 8. Alright, you don't hear this, but you get to right about here.
Let's kill him.
Oh, that's right. You roll perception. Roll a d20 and add your perception modifier.
11.
Plus.
11 plus 2. So what was it?
Perception.
2. So
13.
13.
Alright. Okay. So you only hear, because she doesn't, she's in La La Land. You hear this kind of,
Spiders.
you don't know exactly where it is, but you kind of hear it around you. So you start looking around. You guys keep walking. Do you want to be in front of her or behind her?
In front.
You want to be in front of her? So you're doing this. Actually, you guys, well, I guess you can see a little bit. So you get right about here, and This will be a surprise to you.
Surprise party!
All of a sudden, if you get attacked
Behind or from above?
from above,
Spiders?
they're called piercers. And
Are they doing stuff with
no,
services?
no, you'll see. I don't have a thing for them, or else I'd be happy to show you, or just show you the physical thing. And that was against Maeve. Somehow it misses. That was 9, 14, so that one misses. These ones drop from up here, and they land right next to you. Actually, they no, they're. That's not it. Okay. So what it is think of this like kind of oval shape of muscle, and on the front of it is like a beak, and it's called a piercer because what it does is it moves around on tops of caves and tunnels and everything, and it crawls around and it'll stay motionless, and it just looks like a normal stalagmite or stalactite, and it'll drop and it'll just kind of try and pierce your brain or pierce your body by the weight of the everything.
So the beak would just leave until you're right under until you're right under them.
Yep.
And then you jump. But good thing that guy didn't.
Oh. Those next, so they take half the damage. So 1d6.
1d6.
4. They get 2 damage. That one?
2, 4, 6.
6. Okay. So they land. Let's go ahead and roll initiative. Or just you and Maeve. What are you doing? What did you roll?
Did he roll it once?
He rolls it once.
I thought you did.
I roll. Yes, I roll for Maeve and the monsters. You roll for yourself. What did you roll?
He rolled twice. Well, it's because I thought that he was rolling.
Hey, what did you roll the first time?
The first time? I don't remember.
Next time, don't do that. 10 plus your initiative bonus. It's next to your armor class. Next to your armor class. Monsters are at. So Maeve gets to go first. She backs up, and just because this thing just plopped right next to her, like less than a foot from her, just barely missed her. Exactly. Actually, that's awesome. Okay. You guys can see a little bit more. So she whips out her scimitar and just kind of lunges and kind of tries and slashes up and misses. Okay. She just stays there because there's nothing going on. Killian, your turn.
I get my dagger and then I jump and then I stab it in the head.
Okay. You try to stab it. It's a roll for attack.
7.
Plus.
7.
You. Unfortunately, that misses. So you jump up and you just barely miss it on the ground because it's actually on the ground.
What?
Because it's a little
It's
like a little blob. Yeah, think of it like that. And you just miss it. Like you slam your dagger into the ground and you look at it and just kind of like. Now it's its turn. All it can do is crawl up the wall again, and now it's up on the wall. It's about a 20-foot ceiling, so it just barely made it to the corner before getting onto the ceiling. And this one does the same. Both of you get an attack of opportunity.
I'm gonna have my daggers.
You just attack, just a normal attack, because you're seeing it kind of move away, and you're just kind of like, ah!
Yeah, I'm gonna use my bow actually, and I'm gonna aim and then shoot.
No, you can't, because that would take an action to take your dagger away and then get your long bow.
Okay, I would use my dagger.
I'm just going to do a normal attack.
Because I can get them back. So yeah.
Well, no, you're doing it as it's leaving your space, so you don't have to throw it.
You can just I'm just gonna attack it.
Okay, so attack it. With the dagger again.
4.
Plus 5.
5.
It's 9. And this is your turn.
I'm gonna go over there.
Oh, wait, yeah, that's right, so Maeve attacks. I'm so sorry. I forgot you guys split up for some reason. Okay, hers hits, and it does 6.
So you guys are done. I have to do.
Yeah, you're just sitting there. So it does 7 points of damage to this one. Alright, so back to Maeve's turn. She can't really see it, so she just kind of moves a little bit forward. And go ahead and take it. I'll just take that.
I see some water.
Yeah, that's what she. Oh boy, I see some water. It's a little puddle.
Ooh, look at jumping!
Yeah. Alright, so she moves over there. Killian, it's your turn. You can see them crawling up because I think. Oh no, you don't have dark vision, do you?
No.
No. Okay, yeah. So you don't see them at all. So you can throw something in the darkness, but you're at disadvantage.
I'm gonna move. What happens if you actually find this thing?
Your character does.
What can you do?
Create a new character.
You start on here?
Yep.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna move. 5, 10.
Can you see there? Okay. So now it's their turn. You guys don't see this, so they actually get advantage. I should have done that first time, but they get an advantage, so they do. How far is there? So they move there and there. Alright, Maeve's turn. She doesn't see anything. She just kind of scurries a little bit further in. Take this off.
Yay, I'm in the water.
Yeah, exactly. It's just a little puddle. It's very shallow. Comes up to maybe an ankle.
Yeah, that's not that deep.
Yeah, it's not deep at all. And over here, you actually see.
Then after you're over there, you guys are gonna come and do what's that?
You see a dead body right there.
Oh, dang.
All right.
You shoot.
That was all that Maeve could do. What are you gonna do, Killian? Oh no. Yeah, it is your turn. Killian, leave it alone, please.
I'm going to. Look at the dead body we have anything that I can use.
You don't. I mean, you can roll perception to see if you see anything, but at this point, actually, you can't even really see it because it's around the corner. The only Maeve can see it.
So I'm gonna attack.
You can't.
Here.
It's above you, like 20 feet in the air.
Oh, then I'm gonna move. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay. Why did you do it that way?
You could have went boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, you could have gone further.
boom.
You're kind of like, this is where I want to be.
Yes. Like,
Alright, so you
you
do
want
that.
it to be right there. And then square, square,
So
square,
now you can see the dead body. You want to do a perception check to see if you see anything on it?
Yes.
Okay, roll a d20 and add your perception. Please.
I'm trying my best to be good.
I really don't think you're trying your best.
That was like boing, boing.
Watch your head when you get back up too. Nice. Plus your perception modifier.
I got to bring. So what is it?
Perception.
Let's see that things. It's an activity. So 14 and 16.
So you can see 16 the perception. After just like passing your eyes over the body, you notice that it has daggers that are kind of. There's not really much light down here, and it gleams a little bit more than usual. Okay. Okay. So there's that. Now it's their turn. Okay.
They can only move one.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's good.
Well, I mean, it looks like you're kind of stuck in there until you go underneath them. Okay. So Maeve, she casts. I think she casts.
What if she had a dark vision spell?
Yeah, that would be cool.
Then she could just cast it. Ooh.
She reaches over and touches one of your arrows and casts light on it. The light, it creates an actual light. It's sort of like just like a whatever object it is becomes like a bulb.
Oh.
So it looks like that, but in arrow form. Yeah. So she does that and says, "Shoot it up in the ceiling where you think they are."
Shit.
So you're gonna shoot it.
Yes.
All right. So yeah, where do you want to shoot it?
I'm gonna shoot
No.
Where is that?
Yeah. Show me on the board, like which spot.
Which square? Like,
Okay. No. Roll for the attack.
where did it? 13.
Yeah. So it sticks in the ceiling, and now you can see both of them. Now, do you move, or are you gonna do anything else?
I'm gonna do something else.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna get 2 daggers. I'm gonna throw it at him.
No, you've already shot your bow.
Then I'm gonna. Oh.
But you can get your daggers out if you want, but they're on the ceiling still. So you probably want to keep your short bow out, or your long bow out.
Now I'm going to my longbow and shoot it off. And kill him.
I don't think you have the ability to do that.
You sure? I'm gonna see.
Oh, also with your longbow is 7, not 5. The only thing you can really do right now is
Oh, there's two
It's
daggers
moving.
right here.
Yeah, but it takes an action to like rifle through his body. You know, so you're already shot. The only thing you can do now is right. There, behind him. All right. So with that, the creature's turn, and you guys see this now. Move here and here. Maeve sees it as well, and she casts.
Okay. She does a lot. She's like,
She casts Ray of Frost at them. I think that's just a straight up. Instantaneous action. She just has a roll. And misses. Okay, wow.
come on!
Yeah.
Beaten.
Killing your turn?
I'm gonna use my bow and shoot.
You can only shoot this one. This wall is in the way for the other one.
Yeah, I'm only gonna shoot the other one.
Okay. Roll for the attack.
And
Joe is 15. Okay, you did. For the bow is 1d8 plus 3. So roll a d8 and a 3. Plus 3 is 4. 4 damage on yellow. You see it starting to kind of get some blood trickling down. It's actually dropping from where it's at. Are you going to move? And actually, she moved a little bit further now that she can see it. The light was here, and it does a 20-foot radius. So right here, after that point, you can't see them.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh,
So it's their turn. Move there, move there. They're on the ceiling, and Maeve's turn. She does frost, Ray of Frost again, and a critical miss. She actually was like, "Wait, what spell was I doing?" and loses her turn. But she moves. She kind of come over here and gets right next to the rock, and she's gonna plan on climbing up the rocks next time and be closer to them. Your turn.
I'm gonna use my bow and shoot the yellow one.
Okay, go ahead. Don't do it so hard.
16.
Okay, so you definitely hit. So 1d8 plus 3. You have to roll the dice. That's not a d8. So 7 on yellow. This one actually gets you shoot the arrow right through the beak. So now it's got this arrow like sticking, like kind of like right under its mouth, just stuck right there. Yep. Maeve takes her whole action to climb up. Actually, she got to do a strength check. Yeah, she used to climb up here, and now she is about 10 feet up on these rocks and boulders that fell down, and she's gonna cast something else soon. Your turn.
I'm gonna use my bow again.
On
the yellow one again.
Okay.
And
Plus 7. That would be a miss. gonna move, or are you gonna just stay back there?
I'm just stay.
Alright, so now they move. So this one you can't see.
Oh, now you gotta go through there.
Mm-hmm.
Here, and then I can see.
No, it has to go over there because it's up in the ceiling, unless it like you can get it down by you. So Maeve gets up there and
she can shoot the green one now.
yeah, she's gonna do Ray of Frost on the green one. What's your spell mess?
Did she miss?
No, hold on.
Yeah.
No, she just barely hits. And so another 1d8. Oh, nice. So it takes 1d8 cold damage and its speed is reduced by 10 feet, which means now it can't move at all. And just 1d8. Okay.
That is the only the other one. That's what. So I'm gonna.
Ooh, nice. 8 plus. 8 on green. Ooh, nice. It did a total of. Actually, she killed it right out. She killed it like that. So its body just encased with frost and some ice bits coming out, and just kind of its beak open. And it has like a weird, jagged kind of tongue that flops out.
And then it pushes him into
No.
I'm gonna move, and I'm gonna move. You can jump over the wall.
That's difficult terrain, so it could cost double movement. That would cost 10 movement to get through.
Then I'm gonna 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30,
30. Okay, so now it's its turn. It moves 5 and then it attacks you. It's now in the light, so it doesn't get advantage, but it still does get the attack.
and then it's your turn.
It misses. So it falls down again. Oh yeah, it does get the damage, which is 6. So another 3 damage. Falls next to you, misses again, kind of looks prickly and upset that it's constantly missing you and hasn't done anything this whole time. And it's Maeve's turn. It's Maeve's turn, and she jumps off. She has to make an acrobatics check. It actually fails. So she jumps off, lands in the water. There's like a pebble in the water that causes her ankle to kind of bend a little bit, and she falls, and now she's prone.
Okay, what I'm gonna do,
It is your turn.
I'm going to use my bow and arrow and shoot.
She actually uses the last half of the river to get back up.
I'm gonna use my bow to shoot them.
You're right next to it, so that'll be at disadvantage.
Okay, then I'm gonna move.
I mean, you could just pull out your dagger and attack it.
I'm gonna do that.
I mean, you can do whatever you want to do.
I'm gonna pull out my dagger and I'm gonna say,
Attack it? Okay, go for it.
so that means
5 plus 5, I think it was.
yes, okay.
And that misses. So you see it kind of being upset, actually.
And then he turns happy.
And then it's landed right next to you. You see it being kind of prickly, and you're just like, ah! And it just kind of jumps out of the way right as you come down with your dagger.
I was thinking he was gonna
So now,
get a little bit dizzy, but
it is its turn, and it's gonna just move right here, and that's all it can do. Yeah, it's neither a boy nor a girl. Maeve gets up, comes over, and attacks with her scimitar. Huh? It is the it.
oh, there's this video.
It's gonna die.
It has this doll,
She doesn't.
and it was showing
I think wait, this should be the next attack.
it was the trailer for the It, and Georgie was looking down into the sewer, and then it had a picture of a doll and said, "Don't make me come over there, bitch."
That's what? What was the last thing you said?
It
Georgie and
was Georgie was looking down into the sewer, and this doll came up and said, "Don't make me come up there, bitch."
mm-hmm. Is that the old one though?
Yes.
Yeah. So Maeve misses. She's just been awful this time around. It's your turn.
Okay.
I think she's really dizzy.
I'm gonna get my dagger again, and then
You still have it out, so
dagger.
just attack it. Go ahead. Attack it.
Just
No, that's 10.
10.
10
So
plus
15.
5.
You just barely hit. So go ahead and roll for damage, which is 1d4 plus 3.
4 plus 7, so 7.
How do you want to kill it?
I want to go by
With your dagger.
my dagger. And jumping up.
So you just want to jump on it with your dagger?
Yep.
Okay, so you just jump up. And you actually hit the bottom, the ground, and then you kind of drag it through and cut like half of its body, like straight on through, and just starts bleeding
imagine
out.
if
And you
it
see
was-
it's like kind of like these weird intestines kind of.
One from the head.
No, that's not how we did it.
One.
What if?
What if? What if?
All right. So there, you're done with that attack, killing. Okay. So now you and Maeve are in there, and what are you doing there?
Searching the boxes.
Don't let him do it.
Wait, he's still alive, right?
No, he's dead.
Dead. I'm gonna search the bodies.
They don't have any. Well, you get 1 gold because they somehow swallowed a gold from somebody. You can add the gold to your money.
Okay.
Okay.
And I'm gonna search this body.
Okay. So you pick up this dagger, and it feels like there's a magic hum to it when you hold it. It's kind of like vibrating in your hand, just slightly. And write down on your notes dagger ? And I'll tell that to you at the end.
Again?
At the end of this game.
Ah.
And then put a question mark after this.
Then like this is never.
Well, I mean, I didn't know if you guys would want to play after this. I haven't made anything afterward. But yeah. Yeah, there we go. Alright, perfect. You also get 6 gold from them, and he has just some nice clothes.
Oh, I got 101.
Nice.
And he has some nice gold.
Nice clothes.
So, a nice looking dragon boy.
I didn't say it would fit him, but it's nice clothes.
That's a lot.
Go ahead and write down in your inventory you have nice clothes now. If you want to take them. Yeah, like fancy clothes.
Like the new selfies, but I like my console girls.
So write down that you have nice clothes. And we'll just say that you guys come back through here, and we'll leave you right about there for now. And right about here, you guys hear an echoing. Yeah, that's what you hear. All right. So now you and Theron are coming through here. Now both of you, I think, can actually see in the dark because he's a drow. He's a dark elf, and you are tie planes. Yeah, you guys can see. So we'll open it up to right about there. What?
Oh.
Hey,
Hey.
you're not supposed to see that. Okay, so this is where you're at here. You guys just can keep going. You can go in front. You can go in back. Okay. And did you want to have a conversation with Maeve, or are you just like kind of walking along with her?
Oh,
Okay, we'll do that after this so that we can get through this part. Oh boy. Please don't be a distraction. Dublin. Come on. Alright, so how did you want to walk around? Do you want to go in front? Or do you want to go in backwards there and then next to him? Okay, so you guys walking arms and arms. Roll perception.
This one?
D20. Plus, what's your perception? So 14. Then let you roll for. Okay. Still, right? So you guys keep walking, and you can see right about there. You keep walking, And I'm actually going to use this because it makes sense. And you don't see it. Right here is something that attacks you, essentially. Killian, come back over here. Can you actually, participate still?
Yes. Is that recording?
I appreciate that.
Is that recording?
Yeah. It shows you that you're being weird. Walking away and not wanting to be with us because it doesn't involve you. Anyways, so right there, you don't really notice because it looks like it's a rock, but it all of a sudden starts moving. You don't see this. And it reaches out and attacks you. And it does.
Wait, so is it? Yay, I already typed it first. Because my character has my sword on it.
You need to make an intelligence check. So roll a d20 and add your intelligence modifier. What is it? 3 plus intelligence? Okay, this is an ability check, so intelligence modifier.
7.
So 3 plus 7?
Is
3 plus 7 is 8.
no, 5.
Is 8. Okay, I thought you said it was 7. Okay, so unfortunately that means you take psychic damage. What it does is it psychically attacks you. So it attacks your mind, and you get this piercing pain in your brain, and it just kind of hurts so much. You kind of close your eyes, and you just want to go to sleep forever. And it does a total of
0 damage.
no, actually does 8 damage. 8 damage. Down to 4.
I'm down to 4.
12 minus 8 is 4. Right. And that was a surprise round. So it was just in your head you hear, and you feel that piercing pain in your brain. So now we roll initiative.
Can I use my
No, you roll initiative. It surprised you because you never noticed it. Roll initiative.
this one?
Yes.
17.
Nice.
Now,
Ooh.
initiative.
Why are they rolling so big today? Just a straight.
Where's the So 17, that's
Nice. So you definitely got.
21 initiative.
Alright, so that happens. I don't think it does anything else to you. No. Okay. So now you get the first attack, or you go first. What do you do?
Do I have my daggers out?
You can take both of them out as a free action.
I take my daggers out and I do a jump attack.
You love that jump attack.
Yep.
Okay.
Come on, keep it in a box and then stab it in the head. That's 2 attacks.
Okay, cool. Alright, so roll attack, like I said before, roll just once. I have to go back real quick. Hey, can you guys stop that with the stools? They're not meant for that. What did you roll? I can't believe that.
Yeah, I have only because it seems like no.
So good. Plus, what's your attack with the daggers?
6.
Okay, so you definitely hit. What's the damage? I said roll 1d6 when you're doing that type of attack.
1 and 6.
That's, yeah.
Yes, 6.
Okay, plus, I think it's 4, right? So 10.
6, 7, 8, 7, 10. 7 damage, it's going to be there.
I'm actually going to put this one right here. Okay, so now it is. Oh, you do want to move? You want to do anything else?
I'm going to move. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Okay. You can move 30, yeah. But doing that, you take an attack of opportunity. Are you okay with it taking an attack on that against you? Nope, you already attacked. We have another possibility. What does cunning action do again? This is why you guys should read your abilities.
Oh.
To do what?
To make him not be able to attack me.
It's called disengage. So you do that, and he doesn't get to attack, so you move all the way back. So that's good. Now it's Theron's turn. He sees that you attack that wet rock and realizes it's not wet rock. And he moves over here. That one gets an attack of opportunity and rolls against him. And just does, well, he does a psychic attack. And that means he has to do an intelligence save. Passes. It takes half the damage, and it's 3d6.
Most is that one.
Typically 62.
The guy that was buying.
Oh, you don't. I don't tell you that. You have to have an ability to tell you something like that. So now he comes over here, and he's got the greatsword just dragging on the ground behind him. And he does an upwards attack and lifts him off the ground. He does a second attack right on top of it. Yeah, the greatsword.
That was really heavy.
It's 18 definitely hits. And that is 2d6. Nice. 12 plus 5, so 17. We'll do the second one. Oh, wait. That actually killed it. He didn't even need to do it, but he comes down and he cuts it in half, and then he still cuts the other one, or cuts it again, and goes through it again, and cuts it into quarters, and just kind of, and you see it goes from like this wet rock-looking material to just this, the lobster sauce, like the lobster sauce, that kind of consistency, and just kind of slumps to the ground and cools, and now it's dead.
Definitely dead.
Definitely dead.
Because the lobster juice is kind of sticky and stuff.
Yeah.
It's
Not like water.
It's like thick.
Yeah, it's kind of like Jello that hasn't solidified. All right, cool. So that was his turn. Now it's the other monster's turn, and
Don't die.
yes,
Don't die. Don't die.
he's just going to and just do a regular attack against him.
Oh, that means I can be able to switch to my balloons. Okay, how am I going around?
It will be a disadvantage because Aaron is in your line of sight. So you have to make a better. So you can't. Your move is next, so you're gonna have to move into a spot.
Can I move?
I gotta roll for. I gotta do the monster's action first. 11 plus 2, and it misses. So that's good. Now it's your turn.
You may have to move first.
Yeah. You can move, attack, and then move if you still have movement.
5, 10, 15.
Okay.
And then switch to my bow.
Okay.
Shoot.
Okay. Good.
Move this.
A D20. No, that's for the attack, not the damage. No, that's for the attack. You have to hit it first.
8.
You got it already, even without the plus. With the bow, what's the bow?
The bow is
I think it's 1d6 plus 4.
1d6. Short bow is 6 plus 4. 1d6 plus 4.
So 1d6, and then add whatever that die says plus 4. So 7 damage. 3 plus 4. Okay. Jump.
I got that. What someone was like, the guy was, I think this is a person. I'm right here. I have a bow, trying to shoot him. And I have a sword right here. And I'm trying to shoot this guy on the sword. I'd be really dumb.
So Theron turns around and sees it and casts. Let's see.
Someone?
No, he doesn't cast anything. He's just going to attack it twice with his greatsword again. And he just stays there. So he does another double slash with his greatsword. He just kind of
I think he could.
right back through, and he carved like almost all the way through its body, but it's gelatinous, so it just kind of right back on top of the blade. He didn't move or anything, so now it's the monster's turn. And it squeezes by here, comes here, and comes here and takes an attack of opportunity against gets one from Theron, and he does it with his greatsword, and hits, and then it's 2d6, and that's 5. So he sees it come back past him, and he just kind of sticks the greatsword right in the ground, and it just kind of right through it. And it's looking bad. It's not. It hasn't come back onto itself. It's still kind of got this piece that's like flapping off on the side, just trying to catch back up with the rest of the body. And then it takes just a normal melee attack against you, Dublin. 16. What's your AC? Your armor class? So it hits. And that is 1d6 plus 1. Does 7 damage to you. Now you're unconscious. So you go down to 0 hit points, and you're knocked prone because you can't even keep your body up. Mark down that you're at 0. Alright, so that was its turn, and it normally comes back to you on your turn, right? But because of that and you're unconscious, you have to make a death saving throw. What that means is you roll a d20, and anything below 10, you get a failed save. Anything above, and you get a successful save. 3 fails, and you're dead. 3 successes, and you become stable, which means you don't have to make saving throws anymore, but you don't get to do anything until somebody moves. Okay, go ahead. 5. So you got a failed saving throw. Mark that down on the failed one. Right here. Right here. Yep. Okay. Now comes to Theron. And he just comes over and just straight up just attacks. It's dead. It was at 1 HP, so there's no way it can survive. And so what he does is he actually hits it with the greatsword, and it sticks to it, and he flings it back up to the ceiling, splatters on there, and all of a sudden all these little gooey drip is dripping off the ceilings, falling all around you guys.
That'd be disgusting.
It would be disgusting. You don't have to make another saving throw because now the battle's over. These things are gone. And he'll use another potion and feed it to you. So I'll do the healing. Oh, it's already a success. It just depends on how much you can get back. 8. So you get 8 hit points back.
So 8 health?
8 health back. So you're at 8 health.
And then I'm going to use my potion.
Okay. Before you do that, I'm going to explain something to you. And just as he gives you that potion, like as he's giving it to you, and you're kind of coming to consciousness, and you're over here, you hear coming from this direction. You hear it as an echo because it's traveled all this way to you. Okay. You wanted to have a conversation with Maeve?
Yes.
Okay.
How you doing, darling? So how much health do I have?
8 health. And I'll tell you something in a minute.
I keep on feeling this vibration of this dial.
Oh, can I see it?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, I could feel it. It was kind of amazing. Thanks.
And she puts it in her pocket.
Give it back to me, Mike.
Okay. There you go.
She's just very curious.
What do you think it is?
She She kind of looks at it for a second. Just for shits and giggles.
Well, I don't know, but I usually like to keep those things on hand. You can go get it checked out at the market if you want to go back to town.
I'll go with you.
Okay. But we gotta kind of finish our duty here. You know, gotta kill that person.
Yeah.
Finger guns.
Anything else you want to talk to her about?
Does she have any potion that can be in
Any potions?
Yes.
Ask in your character.
Don't you have any potions around just
Those potions are for me, not for you. But I could go for a rest ride if I'm down. You want to do that? Okay, so let's go catch up with Theron.
She just kind of like runs off ahead of you, not even thinking about it. You gonna follow her?
Yeah.
Alright, so you guys all meet up back here. You're just getting back up as that's happening. Alright, you're just getting up as that's happening. What happens is you can take a short rest, which takes about 30 minutes to an hour.
Does it regenerate your own health?
You remember that hit dice that I had you write down? Right here. So you have 2 of those, and you can roll them for every long rest, and that will regain some of your health.
I'm gonna do that.
You can do both, or one, or none. You can do both, so roll 2d6. That's not a d6, this is a d6. It's called a 6-sided dice. And you can do the same though. You can do both of yours as well. And yours is d8s.
Oh, D8.
Uh-huh. No, let me see. This is a d10. That's correct, that's a d8.
Okay, 6.
Plus, what was the other one?
6 plus. Oh, this was my first one.
No, you rolled again. You rolled before that. I saw
Yeah,
that.
but it went out.
Okay. So roll again.
6.
2.
So 8.
So you get 8 health points back. And actually, I think Maeve can.
So 23 more health. So
You're at 23?
yeah, but
You cap at 22, right?
yeah, sorry. That river.
She doesn't.
Good. That's really good.
Yeah, what'd you roll?
Because
2?
I think we're gonna be fighting like a 3.
So you get 5 health points back. So you guys are just kind of Maeve kind of just started a fire and you guys are just huddled around it. Theron's just there, kind of like one leg up in a seated position with his greatsword just like over his back, just kind of watching the fire. What are you doing? Do you want to talk or just
I'm counting my money.
counting your money? All right, nice.
I am. Oh, you gotta switch the values to have them. No.
They were gelatinous. You would have seen what was inside of them. Yeah, there was nothing inside of them.
Instead of all of them.
Yeah, they really wasn't. What were you asking, Dublin?
I'm gonna be doing what my dad is doing at the middle.
I want you to make a perception check.
That's 2.
You barely know. You can't roll it again.
Oh, I got 13.
No, you
First roll didn't happen.
didn't. Nope. You barely even notice there's a fire in front of you. You rolled a 1. Right. That means you like don't really notice anything. You're kind of just like in your own la la land off in the distance.
So I'm basically 11.
When she was over there, yeah, exactly. So Maeve kind of just is she has a lute and she's just kind of playing it and just singing a little song. And then she was like, wait a second.
Hey, didn't you have a dagger? And you use daggers, don't you?
Yeah. Me?
Yeah.
Not much.
Show them.
This is a very special dagger. Do not stare at me. This is a dagger. It's like
Yeah, you feel it, right? It's pretty magical. Yeah, I think you'd be good at using that. Oh wow, you're not a friendly
I'll pay
type,
you
are
some
you?
money.
Okay, well, whatever. I just wanted to point that out.
How many money do you have? First there. Gold. Is that all the money? Yes. Wow. No. I'm gonna keep this one. Thanks.
Sure.
Oh, you gotta tell me what the weapon is about.
We're not done yet.
Oh, right. So do I take it off?
Yeah, we're done with the short rest, and you guys walk all the way down. Nothing really happens, and you get to move that. This. We're going to put another.
Gee. Over here. So we entered from there.
Yep. So you're up here. Theron's going to go first, and Maeve is going to be kind of like back here a little bit. Where do you guys want to be?
I'm going to do fun. Do you know what?
No, tell me. You want to be in front?
Yeah. What can we not see?
You want to be in front of Dublin?
Yeah. What can we
Right
not
here?
What can we not see?
It's you'll see because this is an opening. There's like a hole here, and you'll find out in just a second. All right.
Oh, that's gonna be a long one for that with a bad.
No. All right. So as you're walking here, you don't even need to make a perception check. It's pretty obvious. There is.
Oh, dang.
There's an ogre.
Oh,
The worm is right here with the silm on top of it, and
I can just stick you on your there.
stop.
We can defeat that ogre.
Right here.
Oh, and that's another of the guys. Is lady. Yep. She's like an old lady today. Let me get this guy. Can we get this stuff from her?
What?
When we defeat her, can we get this stuff from her?
You have to wait until that happens
Yes.
because you gotta wait. Well, let me tell the story and put that down so it makes it flat on the. Yeah. All right. So as you're coming in, you hear another, and you can kind of see it because he's in your way. But there's this ogre, and he's actually, you see that he's undead. His flesh is like gray. Some of it's are like kind of falling off, and you can see the muscles underneath. It's purpley.
And his eyes
Let me tell the story. Let me tell the story. Unless you want to be the DM.
Oh, yeah. Next time, I don't know. Okay.
So he's growling, and that's as you see that, you see this magical black purple aura going around him that's emanating from this person and the silm on top of the worm. And she goes, God, can we just get the thing up already? It can go kill Peter as soon as we want. And then she sees you, and she says, You? What are you doing here? Oh, wait.
You, what are you doing here? Ha ha ha! Oh man, you guys, you really think you can defeat us? You see what we're doing here? Well, it's a pretty big undead ogre, you know, it's gonna kill you. Or you can come with me. You wanna come with me? I'll make it worth your while. You'll live, or you can stay here and die, you know, one way or the other.
I'm gonna go with her, but while I'm going with her, I take out my knife and my dad and I just start doing this kind of.
Well, we haven't gotten to that point.
What's up?
I mean, she's this far away, and she's actually, think of it like the hole that you came through, except on the other side, and she's on top of it on the ground, and she can see, like, down through the hole at you. Uh-huh. So you'd have to walk all the way over here to get there. Are you say you're gonna join her?
I'm gonna join her, but then I'm gonna kill her.
You think you will?
Yes.
Okay, so you're gonna join her. So you're walking forward, and you're like, say what you're gonna say to her.
I'm gonna join you, and I'm gonna be your protector.
Well, I don't want to be to protect her, but at least I could use some more men. That's all I really care about. So yeah, come on over.
And she giggles at what's going on. What do you do?
I say, don't. What am I saying?
He's already like up here. You can't really whisper to him from that distance.
Tell me.
And then Theron comes up here. Are you moving up anymore? Like right about here? Okay. And Maeve is behind. Maeve is like,
No, don't go. She's gonna kill you. She doesn't care about anybody but herself.
and Theron's just like, man, I'm so tired of this. Do what you want, but she's evil. Man. She's evil.
I'm not gonna go with her.
Same thing. She's evil.
Wait, that's what your character sounds like now?
No, you said.
You saying?
Yeah. Well, then give me the knife now.
I'll buy your armor morning.
No.
Give me it.
No, you really don't. Learn that knife.
Okay, I'll find it.
I want to figure out what it does before I give it to you.
Okay.
If it's good, if it's cursed, and it hurts you more than it attack it. So
Okay.
I'm gonna do
So are you still going? Are you still going to join her?
no.
Okay.
Huh, that was probably a good idea, because I was gonna kill you regardless. This big baddie?
Or he just kind of looks back and just like, he's got his claw behind him, and he just kind of, right in front. And then she's like,
I got better things to worry about anyways.
and then just leaves. She's already at the top of the hole. She's just gonna head off with the worm.
Come on.
Mm-hmm. All right. So now everybody roll initiative. Initiative, yes.
Wow. I'm going to. Yay! At least you got something. That's not a 1. Okay, then I'll go to.
What did you roll?
I rolled a 2.
And what's your initiative modifier?
1.
So you rolled a 3?
Yep.
Or in total you have a 3?
Yep.
Okay.
Be a 20.
Come on, dude. That's against the thing. Roll again. Plus, what's your initiative for? So you have 8. Okay.
Theron sucks.
Theron.
Theron sucks.
Oh, he rolled better than Dublin or Killian at least.
I got Troy. No. I just rolled it.
Alright. So first off is Maeve. She comes in and she has that spell.
Oh yeah, there is a thing.
That is much for this. Steve? Alright, yeah, she, once again, reach that distance.
I can get 50 just by rolling these. Okay. 60.
So, Maeve is going to come over here. Yeah, right. She can come there and cast blind and deafness on that figure.
No, over. You're dead. Turn it around so it's
Yeah, just don't move it.
I put it exactly in the same spot. No,
It's not the same spot.
no, it's like
Right there. Alright, the third scope we see is so let's make 15. She has blind and deafness on this to make it blind, which is really good for everybody against it.
so I can just kill him.
So, no, that's not good. Very used to make. Misses. It is blind, so now it has disadvantage on attacks against everybody until it's not blind anymore.
I can shoot him. Yeah, I'm gonna.
That's not your turn yet.
Ooh.
Now it's the ogre's turn.
Oh,
And
he's probably. Ooh.
It's reach. Still. Okay. So he's not within reach of anybody. He doesn't really have any special attacks. Oh. This person is actually a little guy in robes, and he's got kind of like wild, crazy eyes with black trim rimming around his whole eyeball. He's kind of, his fingers are kind of wiggly. He's actually what's called a cult fanatic or an acolyte, and he's following Visim, and just wants to kind of be as good, if not beat her at some point. So now he's going to come over. Yep.
You wrote those notes?
Going to cast Spiritual Weapon, and it is just actually it's just a dagger in this case. And I'm going to put it, I think it's 3 feet in. And put it right here. So we'll put this. That's for the dagger. It's gonna make attack. That's your right. That's you. It's gonna make an attack against you.
Which guy?
This is just a floating spiritual dagger that it created, and it's gonna attack you. It hit you for at 17, and it is a dagger, so it's gonna be 4.
Oh.
1 damage. And that was its turn. Now, Dublin's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna use my daggers and then do the jump attack.
At
Wow,
what?
you'll love that attack.
At what? Okay. Go
Is
ahead.
it still blind?
It's blind, yes. But that. Go ahead. What do you know? What is that? You're supposed to roll for attack, not damage. Plus whatever your dagger.
My dagger is 6 plus 6 plus 4. 24 plus 4.
Go ahead. Well, you don't have to. Go ahead and roll the d20 again because you have advantage on this. Okay, that's fine. So you're going to do 2d6 because you have advantage on it. You get that sneak attack bonus as well. So roll 2d6 and add plus 4. 2 of those. 6. Go. So 9 plus 4 is 13.
13 plus 14.
Okay. Good job. But you had to have gone closer, so you want to go here. Alright. You get a bonus. You get a bonus action. Are you going to attack again? What are you going to do? No. You can only do that once. You can just do another slash attack with one of the other daggers. Okay. So
Actually, I'm going to get my bow out and run back.
That's too much.
Okay, I'm going to do a stretch attack.
Okay, so 1d. 20. That has advantage, so roll it again.
16.
Okay, so you definitely hit. Now you do 1d4 only. 1d4. What was it?
I was going to say, can I get, go.
So 2 more damage. 1 second. Right? Did you drink all of your shake?
Yes.
Why is it over there? Roll into?
Yes, please. So I got 2 for my attack damage.
Yeah, I already counted that. So that was Dublin's turn. Now it's Aaron's turn. Theron's just gonna straight up rush this ogre. Actually, he's right here. Doesn't get an attack of opportunity because it is blind. So just come over here, and he's just he knows this guy's in big trouble too, so he's gonna take up 2 great sword swings and attack him. hits him. And goes definitely hits on that one. So 2d6 plus 2 plus 8, 27. Oh man, that was awesome. Okay, so he comes up, he just charges all the way around here, and actually that gets an attack of opportunity against him. 9 misses, doesn't do anything. So yeah, he just runs right around Killian and comes over here and just stabs right in, comes back, and then splashes up, and now the cult fanatic is just kind of got to stab him right in the gut. The arm is actually hanging off just by like some of the flesh left on the arm from that last slash. He's looking pretty bad. He's looking really bad.
Is he still alive?
He's still alive.
Wow.
Yeah. Now it's Killian's turn.
I wasn't fully cut, so.
Seems like you're having difficulty.
Yes.
No problem.
Who's the man?
Hmm?
Who's the man?
Use it. Say what? Okay, it's your turn.
I don't move.
Okay. This thing is that spiritual dagger. So if you move away from it, it's going to get an attack of opportunity, but that's okay. Right? Okay.
I either straight up attack it with my special dagger.
Yep. This gets an attack of opportunity against you. It misses. So you go over there and do that.
1, 12, and then 4.
Against the ogre. So 4 plus 4?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to say, just for the sake, because you don't know what it does, it's not going to do anything special. Okay? So you don't know yet. It's not going to do anything. So you do hit. So you do the damage.
But what I do know, it will do something special.
Correct.
Because like I got a special dagger that does nothing special. What?
Yeah, because you don't know what it does. Right. Alright, so you do your damage for the dagger.
Makes a little sense.
So it's 1d4 plus 3. That's a d8. That's not a d4. That's a d4. Plus 3 is 6. So 6 damage. Okay. Back to the top of the round. It is Maeve's turn. Where's she gonna go? She's gonna get her scimitar out, and she's just gonna come over here as well, and do a.
Everyone's around there.
Yeah, exactly. So this is still here. She comes over and just slashes at it, and does it just once, but she only gets one attack. 18 definitely hits, and she's gonna use a inspiration bardic dice.
What's that?
Hmm?
Feature right now.
The bardic dice, the inspiration dice, she can give to anybody, but with this type of bard, she is going to be defensive. Can expend one use of your bardic inspiration to cause weapon to deal extra damage to the target you hit. The damage equals the number of rolling the bardic dice, which is a d6. I think, I'll give it to her. 5, normal 5, so that's 9. Plus her dex mod. 15 damage. And then damage to the blah blah. You also add the number rolled to your AC until the start of your next turn. So now her armor class went from 15 to 19 until the next turn. And she dealt 19 damage to this ogre zombie. Can you please chew with your lips together? Okay. And now that is the monster's turn. I'm going to go with the ogre first, and it is going to try and break the blindness. Shake it out. It does not, so it's still blind. It has disadvantage on attacks. It can still hear you guys. Actually, I should have rolled an attack for opportunity twice. It is going to swing at Dublin. Ooh. Okay. Let's raise the 17 against your AC. What was your AC? Armor class? Okay, so it hits. And it does 2d8 plus 4. 16 damage to you.
Not 13.
Okay, so you're unconscious again. You can cross off that death saving throw.
You know what I should have did before? Use my health.
Well, I said that you guys were going to rest, and you use your hit dice to rest. So you got hit points back, but you didn't heal all the way back up, right? Yeah. Alright, so you're down to 0 right now. You're unconscious and prone. And erase that saving, erase that because that reset. What? You cannot. Alright, and then actually he's just gonna stay there and kind of like hope he sees anybody else. The acolyte is going to you there, so he's gonna attack you, Killian. It hits, and it does 4 damage to you. And then the fanatic. Some people do. Oh man. Yep. Alright, cool. So it's going to cast Inflict Wounds on Theron. The melee spell attack. 15 he hits, and it does 3d10 damage. Yeah, good. I'm happy. I really like playing it too.
It's good.
So it does 4, 10, 14, 19 damage to Theron. And he's gonna move away because he's scared as shit. Theron's gonna get an attack of opportunity. 11 plus. Yeah, he wore his brown pants today, one way or the other. He hits.
Actually, his back, shirt back, all his clothes back because he pooped so hard.
Black poo? That's gross, man. And he did that, and he ended up dying because he tried to run away, but Theron killed him. This goes away because he died.
They probably just saw like when he was on the way.
Alright, so there's that. That's the monster's turn.
No.
Dublin, make a death saving throw.
Yes.
A d20. Anything above, or at 10 or above, you get a save. Think happy thoughts.
You never thought.
Go ahead, man. Come on, roll.
Yeah.
8. That's a fail. That is a fail.
That always happens to me.
Alright. Alright, Theron, he comes running over to you. 30. And
So that's
he
what
actually
happens
has. Alright, yeah, so he's gonna heal you straight for 10 health points. So put it down and erase that saving throw, miss failure that you had. When it's your turn.
I'm throwing your dice still right down here. Where is it? You sure? Oh, you sure?
They're killing, it's your turn.
I'm gonna move.
Okay.
I'm gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
Yeah, you kind of. You're there. He is here. He's taking up 4 squares because he's a. This ogre is like 10 foot tall.
I'll get behind this room. 15 feet away from me.
Okay. He does get an attack. Yeah, it still gets an attack of opportunity, but it's at disadvantage. I meant to do that for my other guys. So that's. 14? Like, what's your armor class?
My armor class is 14 as well. So that.
It hears you kind of moving away. It's just like. And.
What happens in May?
2d8 plus 4.
What happens in May? You take damage.
14 damage. Yeah, it's an ogre, man.
So, that maybe 17.
It's 3. You're at 3 health.
I'm gonna use a potion.
Okay.
If you even have one. So,
I just gave him one.
you said 3 health.
You're at 3 health. That if you're gonna use the potion, it's 2d4 plus 2.
2d4. 2d4. That is correct.
Yep.
A triangle 1 is a 4. So 3.
Do it again.
3 plus 3
Plus
6.
So you get 8 health points back.
That happened to me too. So
You get 8 plus 3 is 11. Alright, so I don't think you have a bonus action you can use. So that was your turn.
Oh, so I am 1.
Yep, so you don't have any. Now at the top of the round, it is Maeve's turn. Her AC goes back down to normal, which is 15.
May please go to nothing.
Yeah, she's just gonna straight up attack it and fail.
Why did the bad guys win?
You're still prone, by the way. You have to spend half your movement together. That was her turn. She's not going to move. And it's now the monster's turn. He's going to try and make a Constitution saving throw. So, still misses.
So he kills 9.
He's still blind too. But he's still gonna make an attack on Theron.
Ooh. That ogre just looks like it can be beaten, but it's on.
He just barely misses. So he heard him come over and heal you, so he knows that he's kind of at a disadvantage, huh?
Where the guy killed me, so he knows.
No, Theron. He attacked Theron.
They're not dead.
No, he's not. He's back up. He's not up. He's healed, but he was, but then he got healed back.
So 100?
Yeah, because Theron came over and gave him healing.
No,
He's still prone though. He basically Theron came over and just kind of put his hand on him and was just like, live. And then he kind of woke up, but he can't really do anything yet. So he missed Theron and he wants to move away. He's
These guys are so stupid.
so he's gonna do that and face that way.
Computer.
He's still blind, so he can't really see what's going on. Actually, no, he came over here and stopped right in the water. And as far as you know, that water's shallow. Because you see it go up to like the top of his toes for where he's at right now. That's the monster's turn. Dublin, it's your turn?
No.
Huh?
Can I move?
You're prone, and to get to stand up, you have to spend half your movement. So you would spend 15 feet of movement to stand up. Is that what you do? So now you have only 15 feet of movement to actually move. 15, so you're there.
And then I'm going to use my bow.
Okay.
Shoot them.
Okay, so you sheathe both of your daggers, right? And then you just reach up and grab your okay. So you don't get an extra attack, you just get a normal attack, and you shoot it at the ogre. Do it at advantage. Go ahead. Do it again. Because you get the highest number from 2 rolls. 8. So 8 plus, what is your longbow?
8 plus 6.
8 plus 6 is 15. His is... Yeah, you hit him. You also get sneak attack bonus because you do it at advantage. So your short bow is 1d6 plus 4, so do 2d6 plus 4.
2d6 is...
There you go. Yeah, 2 of those plus 4.
So it's a 2d6. This goes 5. 1.
Plus 4. No, just plus straight 4. So that's 10. You did 10 damage to it. So you just knock your bow and you shoot it, and it gets it right in between its shoulder blades, right on its spine. It's not happy right now. Killing this chill out. Now it's Aaron's turn.
Oh, you're gonna tell me what the quiver is at the end of this?
Yeah, I'll tell you what that is too. Stop, please. I don't. Right, so he is just going to straight up dash at it. So he's going to use his action to move double his speed. So he doesn't have an attack now. So actually, he didn't have to. So I'll do that. Just come over, just charging the whole way, just holding it, trying to stab it in its leg. Let's do that for him.
He got him.
Oh, he crit. Nice. So he crit on the first one. Let's go ahead and do that damage. So that's 4d6.
He got him right in the face.
Nice.
Crunch.
Okay. Just pay attention. So it's and then he goes for the second attack. Misses. So he comes running over with his great sword and he just stabs it right in the thigh and just stays there and kind of twists it all the way around and then pulls. Yeah, he kind of twists the blade all the way around the inside of it, and the ogre, he knows where he is and he just wants to bash his head in. But then after he shink it right out, you can see it go to his knee, and you see his head kind of bobbing down. He's not looking good at all. Looks like he's almost there, almost done.
The ogre?
The ogre, yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Just cut his head off like this.
Okay, it's killing his turn.
My turn, I'm going to move. Because I'm super power.
Yeah, it's supposed to be right about there.
15, 20, 25, 30.
Yep, right there.
And I'm going to use my bow, and I'm going to shoot it from there.
So do your longbow. Yep, d20. It's at advantage, so roll it a second time. He can't dodge it. 10 plus what's your longbow? Plus 7, right?
Yes.
Alright, so you hit. So what's the damage on the longbow? 1d8 plus 3?
Yes.
So d8. It has 1d8 plus 3.
Oh, yes.
Give him some space, up on, please. Plus 3. It was 8. So how do you want to kill him? With your bow. Is that how you did the attack?
I want to like run to him and slide it and then go slide under him.
No, you're here. You can't. You got to do it from what you've done here. Okay, so you can do that. You can like run over here and slide over here and do that too. Yeah. All right, so you run over there. You slide in this muddy cavern tunnel wall, and you just pull it back, let it release, and it actually goes. He hears you doing that because it's kind of noisy when you slide through the mud. He turns to you, even though he's blind, and you just want to make him even more blind. Go right through his eye and pops out the other side, and you actually see part of his skull kind of pop open from the force of your attack, and you just. But He has. How much did you do? 8 damage to him?
If he isn't dead, I'm gonna run up to him and I'll probably
So he's on the ground. All of that has happened. But that black aura is around him, just like from those skeletons from before. And he's actually splashed in the ground. So he's actually prone. And and the black aura is actually hissing off of the water. But you see him go with his one good eye. That's your turn?
Is your arm turn?
No. No, it's Williams. She's just gonna do another chromatic orb. So she's acting like she's juggling. She's gonna be a trickster right now. She's got one ball that she's done an illusion with 2 others, and she's just juggling. You see the one, and it's got ice spinning around it, like everywhere when it's flying in the air. And then she lets the illusion drop for the other 2, and just tosses it. No, actually, no. She does this. Running an underhand throw. Just throws it right at its ball sack, right there. And it's gonna throw it right at it. It's at advantage because he's prone to. It does hit, and it does.
Ow. Oh, what if when you hit them in the crotch, does more damage?
Yep, 3d8.
What is this thing that she's holding right now? What is this thing that she's holding?
That is a harp, and that is magic coming out of the harp. So yeah, 3d8. Was 10. I don't know. Okay, so she did 7 damage to it. It crit, so so she threw it. The ball of cold energy hit him in the balls. And he falls limp again, and yet again, black aura emanates around his whole body, including his balls. And then and his balls actually grow from swelling.
Literally, as he looks like that.
Yeah. But he's still alive.
What the?
Yep. So he's gonna try.
I'm just gonna go over there, kick him in the nuts.
Right. So he. Score still misses. He uses half of his movement to get up, and he's just gonna take a swing at Theron. Still at disadvantage. Misses. So he gets up. He actually tries to swing his club as he's getting up. He misses entirely against Theron. And then he's gonna actually. No, he's gonna stay there. That's his turn. Now it is Dublin's turn.
I'm gonna do it. I don't. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Yep. So you're next one.
So who's looking at me? And then I have my
That's not how your character talks.
I have my dad was like, and British.
Yeah.
And like how my dad was like, gonna cut his penis off.
You're gonna try to. You better roll for attack. And you can only get one up because you just had your bow, so you can
That's pretty hard.
put that bow away and get 1 dagger out. Okay.
And that's actually kind of hard because you dump him.
It's
and
at
then you have
advantage,
to like
roll
cut
again.
that off while he's having that and then like. Excuse me.
You're good. Go ahead. Roll.
20.
You crit? Nice! Okay. This is gonna be awesome. So he's next to him, so you get 2d6 damage again. You get 2d6 damage, go ahead.
2d6. 2 times?
Actually, it doesn't even matter because that ability, once you crit on him on the final blow, which you're automatically going to do at least 1 damage because he's only got 1 health, you kill him. How do you kill him? You cut his penis off? Okay. So you come through, you just run right over with your...
I'm gonna run and slide right under him and go like, oh dang, that's gonna go in your
Yeah.
face.
Alright, so as you're running, you stow your bow, and you get your good dagger out, your favorite dagger, and you slide right under him, kicking his foot with yours, and you kind of stabilize yourself, and you just swing up, and you just cut his penis off, and it flops down right on your face.
And then I take it, and then when I go to the village, I'm gonna sell it.
Okay, yeah, you can tell it, yeah. So you've now got, right in your inventory, you have an undead ogre penis. Times
Is this
1.
my inventory?
Put it in, here, use this. That's what I got it for you, so you can write it.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go search this guy.
Yeah, you guys are gonna loot all of them.
Okay, penis.
No, undead ogre penis. You have to be specific.
Oh.
That's not how you spell undead. Okay. Undead ogre penis.
So what did I get by the? I'm gonna search this guy.
You guys are gonna search both of them.
Yes.
Actually, I want you guys to roll the one that has the double digits. I want you to roll one of those each. Yes.
Is 10 point 34. I'm gonna roll this guy. 60.
You got 60?
Well, I actually don't know. That's a 60 if it doesn't do anything.
Let me see it. Which one was it?
It was this one and it was this one.
Okay, let me see it.
Oh, it was a 60.
Yeah, because otherwise it would be 9. This one's the 90. So you gotta see where the 0 is. So you got 60, and then roll this one for the other percentage.
I'm gonna roll this one.
Roll it. 65. Right.
And what is that for?
This is a random loot roll.
What's gonna do with this dice?
Yeah, roll both of them. Just roll both of them at the same time. It's fine. So you have 81. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna actually have to look all of that stuff up. You both get.
Now you will. I gave you the
Alright, so you both get 55 gold each. 55 gold, yep.
55, 76, 156 gold.
Yes.
So 8 times 12. So that's going to be a 2 ones. And then, so
On the fanatic, you find just a black onyx figure in the shape of a sphinx.
for the orc,
No, on my acolyte, this guy.
we find what?
A black onyx figure of a sphinx. Yes. Do you want me to spell that for you?
Yes.
Okay, so black onyx, which is ONYX. Sphinx, SPHENIX. Okay, so that's what you find on the acolyte.
What is that? What's that?
It's you remember in Egypt the like cat person, but it had a human face.
Oh, yes.
That's a sphinx.
Oh, by the way.
Yes, I'll get to it.
I get this. Oh, like a sphinx cat.
Kind of yes.
I get this stuff.
You're getting loot from everything. I'm telling you all about it. Are you gonna loot his body? Are you gonna try and like get more body parts off of him?
What?
So you're not gonna try and like cut him open. You're just going to try and see what he has on his person. Right, and that's what I'm saying. I'm going to tell you everything that you're getting from these two people. Okay, so that's, you got 50 gold because you killed both of them. He got it. He marked it down. It's on his person now.
So how much gold do we have?
This guy had a dagger as well, and that one emanated magic also. You go ahead and take that.
Because I already have one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking a dagger. What is it for?
Just put dagger in your inventory and
And
put a
for-
question mark.
And he's going to tell us.
Yeah, I actually have to. I'll have to look at it tonight and figure out which one I'm gonna give you. It'll be cool. It'll be cool regardless of what you think. Although you're the one that wants to like do archery. You've done mostly dagger work today.
Well,
It's fine. You also find a ring that emanates magic as well.
oh,
Now you guys are gonna have to roll off for it, or allow somebody to take it.
I allow myself to go.
Nice try.
Yep.
So roll a d20 and the highest roll gets it. Actually, no. You guys have persuasion. You guys are gonna have an argument about it and persuade each other on giving it to each other. So you have a persuasion. Right here. So that's +2. Look at yours. Roll your d20 and add that too, and whoever has the highest one.
I'm rolling 18.
So you have 20 killing.
Oh, 13.
What's your persuasion? Okay, so Killian gets the ring. So put ring question mark in yours. Nice. Theron goes over to the ogre and actually just one chop chops his head off. I know. I'll tell you all of it. I'll tell you all of it actually tomorrow. Then I need to figure out which one of us is you guys.
But what about this?
Well, huh?
But what about this?
Oh yeah. I'm sorry.
Stop.
Well, yeah. Let me get through the rest of the story, and I'll tell you what your move is. Okay. So he goes over there and chops the ogre's head off, and he's got it with him, and he looks back at you guys. So we have a choice. We actually did some good. We can go back to Peter, get in his good graces, maybe he'll let us be free, or he points to this hole up here. We leave. Maeve, what do you say?
I don't know, boss. Whatever you want.
Hey, I think we should
Let's
leave.
get out of here, puppets.
You don't want to go back and get a reward?
Okay,
From
I'm
here?
going back.
No, I'm just saying that's an opportunity. So you can leave and be
Is
free.
it a good reward or a bad reward?
You won't know until you go back.
Okay.
What do you guys think?
If they don't let us free, we'll just say that there's more ogres down there, and we're gonna go fight them. And then we'll come and escape after we get our reward.
Joe, I think I like that. Get a reward and then probably leave anyways.
Yeah, that would be a good
You
idea.
guys think that's a good idea?
Cut your neck off. Yeah,
Oh, wow, I'm jumping so high over the sun.
Oh, you also get. Both of you get 1 potion of healing. There are a total of 3 vials of poison. You're gonna take all of the vials of poison.
Wait, can I take one of these? Okay.
Cool. Yeah. And actually, I'm sorry, there were 2 daggers that you're gonna get. So for the daggers question mark, put ×2. Okay. Alright, so there's that. And we're gonna end it there. So you're gonna be basically, we're going to end up by going back and meeting with Peter and bringing him the ogre head. Okay? So let me actually write that down.
Just Saturday night when I'm trying to put all stuff in.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. You made it.
Alright, cool. I will look at your loot and tell you what you get in a little bit. I'll tell you tonight.
Okay.
Pack our stuff up, put all your dice away.
That was a good game, I made.
You liked it? So I want you guys to tell me, did you want anything more from that? Did you want anything less? Did you like to role play as the characters? Did you want more fighting?
I want to play more exploring.
You want more exploring? Okay.
Yeah, more exploring.
Okay, I can do that.
Going lots more places, a lot more places.
Okay. Anything else?
Going into actual dungeons.
Into an actual dungeon? Yeah, this one.
It's like a cave.
Well, you guys are kind of learning the game this time around, so I didn't want to overload you with it all. Mm-hmm. So that book over there is for you guys. I do want you guys to read it, just in your spare time whenever you want, so that way when you come back, you'll know a bit more about the game. Okay. You also will be going up to level 3.
Okay,
So mark down level 3 on your sheet, and I want you guys to. Well, I can help you tomorrow on leveling up, but level 3 for both of you.
Level 3 is you get like more.
You get a lot of good abilities.
Get upgrades on your weapons. Upgrades on weapons.
So class and level, you have 2 there, right? Change that to 3.
That was a really nice one.
Good. So happy you liked it. I was kind of worried you guys wouldn't like it. Yeah.
Oh, you like it.
Cool. Is there anything that you want to fight in particular?
I want you to fight.
You want to fight giants?
I want to fight as dragons sometimes.
Okay. But you are a giant slayer as well, right? Okay. Alright, let me think about this.
So I put our stuff in here.
No, that box is for me. But if you guys want, we might be able to go and get the material to make one for you guys. Would you want to make up that box for yourself? Okay. Yeah, we can do that.
I could make chickens.
See this
Potentially, yeah.
isn't cut up.
That took a lot of time. Actually, it took a lot of time to make it.
Now, I'll make this.
No, I made that. Ashley made this.
She made like the,
Yeah.
the actual leather metal.
Well, she got the box. I think she stained it to make it this color on the outside, and then she made the teeth and put them on here. She felted this on the inside as well, and the eyes. Yeah.
Felted?
Yeah. This is felt. This is well, that's not. Felt. I guess it was maybe at one point. But yeah.
That's awesome.
Okay.
Nathan's
No milk. Yeah, go for it.
Milk is like the best. So is it okay if I put on shorts?
Yeah. You can put on shorts.
Why are you going down? What we were watching. not to answer. Maybe.
私立百科を書く。このメモには会という制度がある。私立百科を書く。この
Go ahead and put this in your bag, sis. You can take this home.